A story my mum shared with me, gosh, it must be decades ago now, which has always stuck in my mind because it's got so much relevance to the number of people I've come across and how they approach personal growth and involvement. You see, she shared that there was this man who sadly got extremely sick, and he actually ended up in hospital with not a great prognosis. And this man, well, he prayed to God and said to him, "I'll do anything if you can just let me live." That afternoon, a naturopath came to visit him and offered to help him. But this man, he turned them away. Then the next morning, an acupuncturist came to visit him and he turned them away. Then a meditation teacher, and then a specialist. And I get you probably can guess what he did. Yes, he turned them all away. And not long after, the man died. When he got to heaven, he said to God, "God, I said I would do anything if you would just let me live." And God's response to him was, "I sent you the people to help you, but you turned them away." You see, I see, hear and experience this over and over again with people who will ask for help and how they're feeling and what they're going through, and I'll support them and give them guidance and provide them with actions they can take to work through what they're experiencing. And some implement some of the actions and they get some results, and others do nothing. Then there are those that dive in and do it all. Then the ones who do nothing, and some of the ones who implement some of the actions but not all of them and don't sustain what they have done. I often find they come back and ask for further help, but what they experience and what I experience is that they go over the same old ground that we did in the first place. And the remaining people who took action on some of the suggestions, well, they experience some results, but often they don't follow through on all of them because they believe they've done enough until they need more help. Then the people that dive in and action everything, well, they come back with a drive and a hunger and a determination and a commitment to go deeper and further. And they're the ones that more often than not truly unravel, truly heal, and reconnect to their true self. And the people who did nothing, well, I have a 3-step rule or guideline, and that is if they come back a third time, I will ask them, "What have you done since we last talked, and what have you applied as far as the tools go?" They either don't respond or there's a lot of excuses and justifications. But it's not me they're letting down. They're letting themselves down. You see, you came onto this earth to have a human experience. You came on this earth to unlearn what you knew and to separate from who you were born as and truly are. And that's so you could immerse yourself in the world of being human. And what that involves is relationships. It involves physical experiences, as well as conditioning, control, protection, fear, suppression, emotions, and being in a physical body. And to unravel all of this, and to heal the emotions and let go of the control and the protection and suppression, so that you can reconnect to who you truly are, that person you were born as, and trust what is natural to you, well, it means participating. Participating in your journey and experience. It means investing time, resources, energy, and focus in and on yourself. It means loving and valuing yourself so much that you commit to actioning everything you ask for help around. You commit to completing everything you sign up for and start and explore. Why? Because you commit to yourself. It means exploring every part of you that you have hidden and bringing it into the light so that you can either unravel, heal, reconnect, reclaim, and or own it. It means empowering yourself to travel the adventure, to take responsibility for yourself and your life, and making choices for your growth. It means allowing the pain, the overwhelm, fear and hurt to fill every cell of your being, and feeling it so you can care for these parts of you, nurture them, heal them and love them. It means being open to hearing and seeing where you're truly at in your growth, rather than where you believe you're at. Whether that is more your true self than your human self, or, as is the case for many, where they're actually more their human self rather than their true self. And what your personal transformation doesn't mean is it doesn't mean you being dependent on others to give you answers when you feel vulnerable and needy of reassurance, where you reach out for a fix that sustains you for a short time. It doesn't mean believing you know it all, have learned it all, and dealt with it all. It doesn't mean paying lip service to your growth and doing nothing, or doing surface work, or not following through, because do you know what? That's dishonouring you. It doesn't mean continuing to be a victim and voicing you deserve better and more, yet you're not prepared to do anything about it, or even admit the lack of self-worth you have. It doesn't mean not taking responsibility for yourself and your life. And it doesn't mean you can continue to justify, make excuses, and even blame everyone and everything else around you. It doesn't mean you're at the mercy of the universe and higher beings, where you're waiting for their messages and guidance as to what you do and who you are. Because the answers are already inside of you. Your soul, your true self, is watching you, talking to you, and no, it doesn't whisper to you. That's you not listening to your knowing and you being hard of hearing. You see, your soul, your true self, it knows you because it is you, the true you. Your true self knows what you are capable of. It knows who you are and what you have and are going through. Your true self is always with you, loving you for who you are, accepting you, and waiting for you. So truth up. Admit to and own where you are truly at and where you're not. Do what you know you are to do, if not need to do, for your growth, and commit to yourself. Commit to the journey fully and take responsibility for yourself. And get out of the way of your soul. Trust it to guide you home to you. And cease seeking out help and tools if you're not going to apply the advice or use the tools, because that's you just getting a quick fix, and it disrespects the other person and it disrespects yourself. Truth up and admit what is truly going on inside of you, and what you are doing to contribute to it, and what you're not doing to change it. Commit to yourself fully, commit to your journey fully, invest in yourself and give yourself the time, energy, focus and attention that you deserve. And take responsibility for who you are, for your choices, for your feelings, actions, and for all your contributions to everything that you experience. Own your choices. Hear, listen to, trust, and act on your true self's voice, your knowing. And get out of your own way and cease messing with, hindering, and prolonging the process of reconnecting to your true self. Get out of the way of your soul.